thought I'd lost you. Something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts. Raphael, of course. I should have known the devil would come sniffing. The stench of impending chaos is irresistible to them. And what did he want with you? How interesting. No doubt he impressed upon you the need to do so. And what did he want in return for this knowledge? I am glad you had the sense to turn him down, but it certainly does matter. Anything that threatens our alliance threatens our chances of defeating the Elder Brain. So I ask you again, what were the terms of the deal he offered you?
You feel the touch of the Emperor's mind peeling at the edge of yours, trying to gain access. Its thoughts slide into yours, turning through them like fingers, sifting for answers, which it finds.
You're telling the truth. Good. I am glad. But be careful. The devil is like a cockroach. No matter what you do to it, it will always come back. I doubt this will be the last time you are approached. I trust that you will continue to remember who is really on your side. Without my protection, you cannot defeat the Elder Brain. You cannot even get close to it, no matter what the devil whispers in your ear.
Den of decadent delights. Not so loud. Find more flavor for less.
Was that human boy insisting on playing his acoustic looped version of High House of Wonders?
Coursing through my brain. I don't think this can. You. You're exhausted. You've been pulling all-nighters to keep watch. I know you have.
I don't
I
mind.
suppose not.
Sorry. Be not careful.
Happy. That blacksmith was paying you to use the clamping
Lovely. And nice. Oh. Sure, not too much.
Tell me you took the devil's deal. Tell me you will free Gith's heir. Skaketh! Orpheus will be free. There is no cost too high to unshackle my people. I did not come this far for you to turn your back on the First Mother's son. And yet it seems I have no choice but to trust. There is but one prism, and you are its key. Raphael possesses a powerful relic called the Orphic Hammer. That hammer is the only thing capable of smashing the chains that bind the Prince of the Comet. Find a way to retrieve the hammer and free Orpheus from the prism. I will assemble his remaining honor guard and plan our next actions. Together, we will yet free the true heir of Gith's blessed empire. He will free us from Vlaakith and lead our Kithraki against the Geich. Istik, I will wait in the underground. Seek me when you have the hammer in hand. The Prince of the Comet aches for Githyanki liberation more than he abhors Geich. He might seethe when you free him. He might gnash his teeth and slander your name. But he will see reason. I promise you. A devil of Raphael's stature does not simply make camp on the shores of the Styx. He will have made a sanctuary for himself, a lavish one too, one that caters to his many vices. He must keep the Orphic hammer there. Every house has an entrance, Istik, even those in the Hells. You must find it.
You are wasting your time, and mine. Our true enemy is the Elder Brain. Focus.
Not so loud. I can't hear you.
What I wouldn't change Miss Gandhi who invented this thing.
No door to unhinge. My tools can fix anything.
No, he merely offered to catch.
You know, with my remember.
You are not Chihira. I was hoping to greet the High Harper.
You have the lad a little nervous. You're the one toppled Ketheric out in the Shadowlands, no?
Geraldus isn't nervous. He's terrified. And he's using Selûne's tears as some kind of code.
Stare at me. Study me. This Harper's face bores me. Perhaps I'll steal yours next.
They're bloody doppelgangers!
Whatever comes, I'm ready. On I go. I'll give it a try.
Welcome to Danthilon's dancing axe. Our stock isn't used. It's tried and tested by the finest adventurers.
Let's get this knock to yield.
Nothing important is ever easy. Another step forward.
More sketch.
Shouldn't be too hard.
Sorcery. On my way.
Incendio fear.
No time like the present.
Very well.
Under their noses.
Orin's doppelgangers. How many has she brought to Baldur?
Thank you! A harbor code. Meant to be used for doppelgangers, imposters, things like them. You're the one High Harper Jaheira sent. Oh, thank the gods. You're the first friendly face I've seen in days. Old Danthelon included. The others. They're all dead. Or scattered. Jaheira sent word of the victory over Ketheric. Set us hunting after the cultists in the city, but they were the ones hunting us. Things were quiet. Until we started to ask about the Rashomar.
Rashomar, a native of Rashomon, the far eastern land known for its wild inhabitants and the witches who rule them.
The High Harper didn't tell you. Perhaps it's not my place. Just tell her this. I can't continue the hunt.
Wonder if the gods are watching me. Already feeling better.
Shapeshifters in the Harpers.
Really? Really? Oh, fine.
Well, are we ready for the road?
As you wish.
Speak. Orin knows the hunt. In one stroke, she places the Harpers beyond our reach, separates us from our pack. Until we know who the false facers are, we cannot trust anyone beyond ourselves. A shame of mine. Redoubled because I did not tell you everything sooner. Tell me, what do you know of a man named Minsk of Rashomon?
The name is as familiar as Jaheira's own. A hero of the time of troubles, who saved the city more than once.
I sense you mean no insult, calling scarce a century ago the old days, which is considerably more insulting. Minsk is an old friend. Perhaps my oldest. We fought at one another's backs, times beyond counting. And the last time I saw him, I left him to die. Before we ever heard of this Absolute, we received word of a gathering in the Undercity. What we found was the first dark seed of this plot. A circle of cultists with mind flayers in their midst. We might have ended it there, cut off at the root, but before I could send for help, Minsk charged in alone. It was chaos. He was overrun, dragged down beneath a mass of tentacles. I had a choice. Stay and let word of this cult die with us, or leave him and live to fight another day. The world takes much from those who presume to defend it. But so don't be sorry, because I mean to use you, if you're willing. Infection, indoctrination, eradication. That has been the fate of everyone the cult has captured so far. But it has not been yours. With your help, perhaps it need not be Minsk's either. As simply as... Oh, the point is moot without the means to find him. Without the Harpers, we shall have to find another. I'll have a better idea of what that is once we're through the gates. Call and I answer.
All getting nailed. We've got the tools for the job.
No rest. Be you wicked or wise.
This armor was such a bargain. We can't return it. We could wear it to dinner with your folks.
You're not wearing armor to meet my mother and father.
Taking a look.
Getting hammered or getting nailed. We've got the tools.
How high?
Nod and smile.
Men, women, children, all barred from... A decade ago, Baldur's Gate would have welcomed any and everyone seeking refuge. Who would take in these souls, if not the Jewel of Baldur? As long as Gortash is in charge, they'll be left shivering at the gates. All part of the plan, of course. Step 1. Create an army and order it to march on the city. Step 2. Shut the gates in the name of security. Step 3. Bask in the applause. Gortash hasn't made Baldur's Gate safe. He's made it a prison. And when his army breaks through, the people will have nowhere. To make this city a safe haven, we'll need to bathe Gortash and his allies in their own blood. I met her twice. The first time, I was a boy of 7 or 8, at a banquet in the Flaming Fist's honor. One look and I was smitten. Chestnut hair that flowed behind her like willow fronds, as she floated from one room to the next as if carried by clouds. The second time, Stelmane was even with the aid of a cane. Each step she took was a struggle. Every word she spoke took great... A stroke victim? I asked Father later.
You sense uncertainty in Will's voice. He questions his father's explanation.
Something's always gnawed at me. At the banquet, Stelmane didn't seem to look at us, but through us. But that second time, her gaze never left me. It was steel, sharp and unyielding. It could just be my imagination, but I always felt that it was more than a stroke that had changed her. What, though? I couldn't say. My father was tadpole. Stelmane is dead. The people are frightened and the council's in disarray. To exert control, you must first sow chaos. These murders aren't random acts. Someone powerful is guiding the killer's hand, and the city is made weaker for it.
Boots worn through. This ought to be good.
Best be on my way. Maybe it'll bring us closer. No one's stopped me yet.
Even the venerable harpers are compromised by the app. I question the wisdom of that decision. I'll be here in...
Let's move.
Copper for your thoughts? Aces!
Watch your elders and learn. Someday I will sit down. I mean it. Talk.
I shall be here in thy camp, for whenever thou... As thou...
then. Let me guess, you need something. Work to be done.
On my way.
Nice. He merely offered patronage.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Hear me out.
These things have stayed interesting.
Caress is caress.
Can't slow down.
Also has
Worms Crossing. This place has been a haven. When Harpers were less than welcome in the city proper.
Listen, it's got rooms.
Are the gods truly this petty? Let's go to Khan's Gardens.
I would, but this armor was... Did you see how far that water threw me? It must have been 10 legs. It was! You trying to climb up
Something's on my mind.
Sorry, chum, can't let you through. Worms Rock's closed for the day. Valeria? Well, I'm not messing about with a murder inquiry for damn sure. Straight ahead across the bridge. A blind ogre couldn't miss it.
Halt! We do not know how you gained entry, but your trespass shall not be punished. Lord Gortash has been expecting you.
The Watcher's presence fades, but another takes its place. Confident, dominant, commanding.
My most esteemed guest, we meet at last. I am Lord Enver Gortash. You are the prison bearer, slayer of the dread General Ketheric Thorm. I welcome you to Baldur's Gate, my city. Of course, of course. My Steel Watchers are rather adept at keeping the peace, but not entirely suitable for polite conversation. Allow me to formally invite you to my inauguration. Make your way to the ceremonial hall.
Gortash is expecting you.
We shouldn't have any more trouble from the
Make your
guards.
way to the audience chamber.
The house was on fire.
The house
What are they waiting for?
The fire started.
Who said that?
Lord
I don't know,
Right there,
dear.
bloody legs!
I don't know.
What my friend means to say.
Patient.
Mistake.
Stop. Who needs them? Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to
Not
the
this
audience
again.
chamber.
The brain appears to be resisting its masters. It's acting of its own will.
Sure, I
To
believe
the
her.
audience chamber.
But does it really matter?
Meaning?
Of course. Put it in the games of generals and juice. We're not even born.
It's more than that.
Seems simple enough.
The way they look at you. I don't like it.
Are the gods truly this petty?
Feeling fresh?
Right there,
I
bloody
don't
legs!
know, dear.
Stay
Patient.
Probably a drum. Never a dull moment.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
If it isn't little Will's chums. I hope he hasn't been too much trouble. Heard about his father. The Dead Three's puppet. A travesty, really. He's upstairs in Worm's Rock, ordaining Gortash as Archduke. A splendid shindig, I hear. Perfect for crashing. Go on up. We'll talk after. And bring the pup along. I'd hate for him to miss...
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your...
Keep those feet moving.
Please make your way to the audience chamber.
The house was on fire. We were rescuing people.
I spoke to a witness who says you entered the house.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Now they call for the Steel Watch.
My friend means to say...
Are they going to arrest us? They throw us in jail.
Calm down, dear. It won't happen, I swear.
Oh, I can't let it clean.
Lord Gortash is expecting you.
Hey, soldier.
Really? Really? Oh, fine.
The Harpers. Chihira's support has been invaluable. We should No, he did the only thing he could. In his eyes, I invited a devil into our midst. I was a fool at best, and Grand Duke Ravengard suffers neither. More than you know. The better question is, did he ever miss me? If he did, he missed the will. That's the spirit.
Sharp as ever.
best foot forward. Just a peek.
Have you wondered what people say when they find out the monster hunter is becoming a monster?
Please make your way to the audience chamber.
I've faced countless perils and conquered them all. This will be no different.
I've always had a soft spot for the confident ones.
Look at you. Judging you.
They always disappoint there. Always disappoint there.
Breathe deep and move. Maybe it'll bring us closer.
Well met. Are you sure? And just...
What's on your mind? With...
Lord Gortash is expecting you.
Excellent choice.
peel that one later.
I don't know, dear.
I'll give it a shot.
I don't know.
Lord Gortash is expecting you.
Is be patient.
Please make your way.
These boots have seen everything. Can't risk being in open view. I just want a little look. Oh, what to take?
Let me guess, you need something. Gently. Quiet as my mouse shape.
Have a lot on my mind and, well, in it. I need to find a way forward.
One with the weave.
Oh, yes.
Full goal! Full goal! Full goal!
Very well. That might be worth a look.
What are they? Can't slow down. Open up. Better not be cursed. Baldur and his winged ally admiring the fruits of their labor. Is that Baldur with a bronze dragon? Must have been quite an adventure.
Yes?
Baldur sails away and leaves the dragon to watch over his city.
The statue before you bears a familiar likeness. It is Baldur, the celebrated adventurer who founded the city of Baldur.
Peril floods my province. The palisades fall, the earth does tremble. The servants of shadow and blood assemble. Beyond lies the grand worm, deep in slumber, awaiting a true hero's advent, should my domain drown in torment. Be you the deluge, turn away. Be you the hero, answer true. Are you worthy?
Poetic nonsense. There is no worm and no savior.
Ancient Ansor, hear me. A champion is proclaimed. The test begins. Let your judgment follow.
Such authority.
Away from Waterdeep.
Still breathing, despite everything. On my way. Incredible. How old is this place? Always room for more? Light on my feet. Paintings hung on the wall. Almost like an art gallery.
I'm ready.
Elminster's not around, so it might as well.
Do what must be done.
There's no time to waste. I'll fix that.
These things have stayed interesting.
Freedom. A red-haired man walks the streets of Baldur's Gate, clad in a billowing cloak. You catch a glimpse of a sly smile beneath his hood and a golden coin in his hand. The cell. A stern prison guard slides a warm meal into the thief's cell. The red-haired man has a 10-day left to serve, judging by the scratchings on the wall behind him. The hanging. A red-haired man is depicted hanging from a gallows as a crowd looks on. You notice a child in the crowd, a falling tear leaving a trail on his cheek.
Let's see what this does.
The judgment. A stern judge, his pockets full of coin, orders a red-haired man to the gallows. A shiny apple rests on the ground nearby. The chase. A red-haired man is depicted running through the city streets, a flaming fist officer chasing just behind. A cloaked woman, hair dark as a raven, looks on from a safe distance.
With haste.
The theft. A red-haired man is depicted in the Hall of Wonders, thieving what looks to be a priceless artifact. It's an astrolabe of entrapment. It could hold a dozen djinn within it, perhaps even more.
might be useful.
Sport. Why, this might just be the highlight of our misadventures to date.
A champion burns bright, even when rushing waters and moaning winds threaten to extinguish the flames. Take the torch, withstand the elements, prove your courage.
time to surrender. We're going to be friends. Get going.
I'm ready. Have to keep going.
Queen Vlaakith. Skva!
You are a Sherlock, and still you speak my name.
I've seen the captive Orpheus with my own eyes. Spoken to Gestil Kithrak Voss. You lied to us. Enslaved us.
The betrayer Voss lies! I have only a moment, and you, Hasharlak, will listen. We are Githyanki. We move mountains. We snuff out stars. We shake the plains. The traitor Voss has lied to you. The heretic prince would shatter us in an instant. The great Dominion shrunk to the head of a pin.
Can this be true? Is the Githyanki prince really a threat to his own people? Or simply a challenge to Vlaakith's rule?
Return to the astral prism. Slay Orpheus the Pretender. Serve me, and I will ascend you. You will be no mere warrior, nor Kithrak. You will be Barta Vlaakith, commander of dragons. My only, my chosen. A final chance. Kneel before me. Make your promise.
Lae'zel's thoughts become yours. The sight of Orpheus looms over her mind. Voss's words echo within it. She means to forever turn her back on Vlaakith.
I gave you my faith, and you called me traitor. I gave you my life, and you ordered your knights to hunt me. I have witnessed too much, and you have given me too little. Finally, I can see. Orpheus will live, and I will hear his creed. This is my word.
Your word is nothing! You are nothing! The Kithraki will bring you. I will tear your flesh from your bones and devour your skull's marrow while you beg for death. I will consume you. I will unmake you.
I brought my own...
Damn! It can't have been easy for Lae'zel to stand up to Vlaakith like that. But there's nothing that woman can't do.
First in my heart.
Glad to see I'm not... Lae'zel did well to break free of Vlaakith's manipulations, though I doubt Vlaakith will let such insubordination go unpunished.
It is done. There is no going back. As long as the Undying Queen reigns, I am never to soar unbound over the astral sea. Never to cross the one in the void. As it should be. Better a short life built on truth than immortality woven of lies.
better to unite the Githyanki under a prince who would free their minds and honor their bodies. So why do I feel so bitter?
Loss. It permeates every corner of Lae'zel's mind. Everything she knew to be true, every plan and aspiration she ever held has been painfully ripped away. Lae'zel's bitterness is born of sadness. She is mourning the loss of the person she once was, and can never be again.
How well you've come to know me. But in truth, she didn't take everything. I have what I have gathered for myself. I'm moored to a new regent, a new land, and new allies. Vlaakith cannot unmake she who no longer exists. And so, from the old battle cries is birthed another. Shema Salar Orpheus, Ma Stilna Forgin in Yeri. Orpheus's will above all. May the comet blaze my path forward.
Let's see.
How did you? Oh, it's you. I must have let my mind wander. Enough for you to wander in. Forgive me. I am drained. Ever since you killed Ketheric and took his netherstone, the Chosen's control of the brain has been brittle. It's rebelling against Orin and Gortash, fiercely. I suspected that when we took Ketheric's stone, the brain would begin to break free. Those brain quakes confirm that my suspicion was correct. I do not know what happens now when it receives their orders, and I do not dare guess.
You feel the Emperor's fear as if it were your own. An Elder Brain enslaved is one thing. An Elder Brain unleashed will be the end of everything.
Beautiful, isn't it? The mighty Prince Orpheus, contained in submissive slumber. Come. You may as well sit a while, now that you are here. Your company isn't unwelcome. An accurate summary. I have found myself distracted of late. I'm haunted by memories. They are relentless. I can think of nothing. No one else. Indeed. Duke Stelmane, or as I knew her, Belin, when she was alive. You thought you were my first ally. Far from it. I have long sought the allyship of others. It is the only way to succeed. Though my relationship with Belin was different from my relationship with you. In life, she was my business partner, back when we ran the Knights of the Shield. A difficult task for a mind flayer. Duke Stelmane trusted me, and the city trusted her. I concede the plot, but Berlin took center stage. It was she who met with the merchants, politicians, and patriarchs. It was she who negotiated deals and signed off on agreements. Her rooms played host to the most important conversations in the city. Together, we brought order to chaos. At its height, everything that happened in that city went through the shield. Through us. I could not have done any of it without her. Just as I cannot do any of this without you. But now, she is gone. I appreciate your understanding. What I feel is deeper than superficial cures can reach, and not entirely unwelcome. Most people think that mind flayers are soulless husks who feel nothing. I am glad you are not most people. Another quake. The brain is rebelling again. I need to focus. And so do you.
One day I'll catch a break.
A good leader, as a war reaches its end. There is one who doesn't advise for the city's prosperity. Find him, and strike.
Ready and waiting. Well, certainly waiting.
Let us confer. Shadowheart needs to speak to her more than I do. Better wait.
Damn thing could just slow down a moment. Damn thing could just slow down a moment.
My pleasure.
Whatever it takes. Always poking, prodding, trying things out. Gah! Ooh, goddamn paper cut! Sir, yes, sir. What does this do?
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. No one's stopped me yet. If not over, then through. Here we go.
With courage does the hero march, fettered by the taxing chains of fear. A stalwart soul must ever persevere. With insight does the hero choose, guidance born of ancient wisdom proven. Peace, not strife, the undenied conclusion. With justice does the hero rule. Lead not the guiltless lamb to bloody slaughter, nor cleanse the lion's sins. With strategy does the hero scheme. A cunning mind, 100 steps ahead, your allies close, your rivals stunned in dread. Worthy you are found. Go forth, hero, seize your fate, and rise, great worm, heart of the gate.
Hells. The great worm is nothing but bone and memories.
The dragon's spirit floods your mind and memory in a great torrent of power. He is with you. He is within you. He is you. The next words that spill from your mouth are not yours, but the worm's.
I am Ansur, heart of the gate, butchered in flesh, risen in spirit.
Ansur wends his way through your mind like an unstoppable river. Your body is unmoving, yet thought flows effortlessly between you. The spirit pauses, and you feel the astral prism stir. Ansur senses the Emperor's presence within it.
Answer me, Facey. Why have you come?
A deep sigh resonates within you. The torrent stills, only disturbed by the dragon's next words.
Brack, my words aren't meant for you. They're meant for him.
The Emperor stirs in the astral prism. than in you. Calm, curious, and detached.
Balduran. Your presence has stirred me, as it ever did. I am awakened.
Answer. It's been too long. We knew each other once, long ago. We crossed the Kalem together and sailed the Altengri. We built a city by the sea. Answer was my friend.
Friend. Yes. And more. Until you killed me. Have you come to dance on my bones, Balduran? Was slaying me not satisfaction enough?
Satisfaction? No. You left me no choice.
You had every choice. You were becoming illithid. I offered you merciful death. You chose to fight. And now you bring your thrall before me. How far has the great Balduran fallen?
Stillness. Ansur's consciousness hovers just above yours, searching, seeing.
Dear Ansur.
Enough! I gave you everything, Balduran. And you repaid me in slaughter. It is time I return the favor. Let my bones rise and the storms gather. Witness, Balduran. The final tempest has come. I am the heart of the gate. I am the one who roars. This time, you will not escape it.
water you feed the soil.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
Be done. Not pinned down just yet. I will try to make it.
I'm sore. I never thought I'd see him again. I was. Now, I am much, much more. But it seems you are more interested in my past. Such sentimentality. Very well. It's like I always told you. I was just like you. An adventurer who yearned for greatness. And in mortal terms, I achieved it. As captain of the Wandering Eye, I acquired enough gold to found Baldur's Gate. I stayed for a while to watch my city grow. But it was not enough. I grew restless again. The sea called to me, and I ran to her with open arms. Life at sea was not easy. Our last adventure was ruinous. My ship was destroyed. My crew lost. But my spirit was far from broken. I was determined to return in triumph once again. I heard of treasure in Moonrise. I strove to find it. What I found was an illithid colony, where I acquired a tadpole much like yours, and became a mind flayer, enthralled to the Elder Brain. It was Ansor who found me. Ansor who pulled me from the Brain's domination. Ansor who brought me home. He sought to cure me of my sickness, called on every healer he could find, nearly broke his spirit in the attempt. But he failed to understand. I wanted no healing. I was not sick. Stelmane's death was not my fault. Ansor's death was born of necessity. And make no mistake, I grieved them both. Ansor, in particular. Even after he had exhausted all possibility of reversing my condition, he still clung to hope. I tried to convince him of my reality. I was on the cusp of greatness beyond my wildest dreams. But all he could see was a mind flayer. He came to me as I slept. A mercy killing in his mind. I saw the tears. I felt his grief. I had no choice but to kill him first. It was an act of self-preservation. Put simply, yes. And being alive even more so. Do not think that I am ignorant of what I have lost. I may not regret my actions, but I do regret that they were necessary. While the past is beyond my influence, the present is not. It is time we move on. 2 Netherstones remain in the hands of the Chosen. We must find them before we confront the Brain.
Still alive, so progress. Never wanted the easy path. Maybe I need more pockets.
Worm's tempest and his roar hurtle through you. Ansur's essence still lives within the helm, instilling you with power for as long as you wear it.
On I go.
Still breathing. Despite everything.
Oh, lovely little Peggy.
Something good here, I hope. First step is the hardest.
Lord Baldur is expecting around. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Calm down, dear. It won't happen, I swear.
Glad to have an ally.
Lae'zel has courage turning her back on a lifetime's belief. As for us, best we stay out of interplanar politics, I think. But should Great Vlaakith come to settle a score with Lae'zel, well, I might be convinced to kill her. Undying or not, she was very loud. You're sure? Later.
Copper for your thoughts. Let's go.
I failed. The heart of the gate is dead. We need to see my father. He should know what happened with Ansel. Mind flayers are like devils. They just sport tentacles rather than wings. Clever, manipulative, exploitative. The Emperor says he's a friend. I think we'd be fools to believe him. And maybe it's true. Maybe Stelmane allied with a mind flayer and subjected the city to their political will. Or maybe he made an offer she couldn't refuse.
What's on your mind? I question the wisdom of that. I'll be here.
So, it took a little time, though it's not over yet. Masters rarely let their slaves go without a fight. Dart, lead on.
I didn't think I'd live to see the day when Lae'zel turned her back on Vlaakith. But all things considered, good for her. Then that's where we need to go. My parents are in there somewhere. All's well, I hope? Aside from the obvious. If you're sure. Fine.
To camp. But that's the...